Welcome back. In another video, I talked about how to create folders, Google Docs, Google presentations, etc., and then how to upload files, etc., to your Google Drive. In this video, I'm going to show you how to really sort of unlock the potential for the Google folder system with your classes. And what I'm going to show you is kind of what I do with our clinical rotations in the athletic training program. And this is my Google Drive, and I have a whole bunch of folders in here. But you're going to notice that I have this one folder under the athletic education program. And you notice that these folders all here, the icons just look like a folder. But when you come down here to rotation folders, you're going to see that it has a little person in the folder. That means that this folder is being shared. So when you click on it and I come over here, you can actually see the people who this folder is being shared with. And if you click right here on the information, you get even more information about details, who it's being shared with, two people. I'm the owner. Michelle Pye and Scott Ross can both edit it, etc. You click on activity, you can actually see what has been happening in this folder, so you can actually track all the activity. So that's a really good feature if you're into the analytics, etc. But what you're going to notice here is I have these folders, and then under Spring 14, I have two folders. These are our first years, and these are our second year students. And what I did is I made an individual folder for each of our students in the athletic training program. Now, this is something you can utilize more for the internship or an independent study or the graduate school courses where we have smaller classes. It's probably not going to work with Kinesiology 250 unless you do group work and you make sort of groups and you can share it. But what I've done is I made individual folders for all of our students, and this folder is where they upload all of their clinical submissions. So as opposed to trying to upload something to Blackboard or email me 18 different journals, etc., what we have here is we have a folder where if we click here, all of their submissions, just simply they put them all there. It's actually a really convenient, easy way. I don't need to be worrying about emailing. I give them a deadline that something has to be in their Google Drive folder by a certain date. And then if it's not there, it's not there, and you can adjust that accordingly. You're going to notice that we have a whole bunch of different type of file types. That's the cool thing about the Google folders. You can do multimedia videos, pictures. We have PDF files. We have PowerPoint files. We have Word document files. If you remember from another video, I talked about this icon means that it's a Google Doc, and therefore it can be modified. These symbols right here means that it's a PowerPoint or a Word document, so it can be viewed, but you cannot modify it. So you actually can do a whole bunch of different stuff utilizing the folders. It's a really good way for you to sort of allow the students the autonomy to put whatever they want into it. You don't have to worry about, I sent you an email, well, I didn't even get it. If it's not in their Google Drive, there's no dispute about that because the student has full access to this. They can see right away, yeah, it's not in the drive. And then if they try to add it at a later date, you have the activity feed right here, which tells you exactly when something was uploaded. So I know if I made the final exam due on April 29th, Valerie uploaded her exam on May 1st. If I had made a deadline and I see that uploaded, I automatically know that she was late in her submission. So it's actually a really nice way to do things. So this is just one way to utilize the Google folder system. It's something that you might want to consider for internships, independent studies, etc., where if you start an independent study, they can just do a weekly journal, etc., and not worry about any of that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what I did with some of my internships. So what I did was I made a Google Doc for two of my internships, and I just labeled it so you can see I'm the owner of this, so I actually made this document. It's their journal. So what I did was I made a journal for them using Google Doc format. I shared it with them, and what that allowed them to do is that they would just keep their journal here, and they could add comments. Here are my comments, so I was able to watch them read their journal throughout their progress through the semester. So this is one way where they didn't have to worry about emailing me a weekly journal. This is just an ongoing journal where they would put, just put a new date in. They had full access to it. And because it's a Google Doc, I can change it. I can do different things with it. Now, I did this before I realized about the track changes add-on, which is another video. But if you do your track changes add-on, you can see right here, I could have actually done track changes as opposed to putting comments in the right-hand side. So there's a whole bunch of different really cool things you can do using the Google folders and using the sharing capabilities of it. So hope you learned something here. There'll be more videos on how to unlock the Google App Suite. So take care for now.